All right, let's get this started. Let's see. No, we need more enthusiasm. Yeah, there we go. What comes after that? Yeah, I know how we're going to finish it. That sounds about right.
Hey, welcome back to the Writer's Desk. You know, The Brothers Karamazov, Howard Zinn, Great Gatsby. These are three books that have very little in common. But the one thing they do have in common are characters that draw you into the story. Nothing beats Gatsby at a party. But a lot of times writers try and jump into the story without knowing their characters. And this is a rookie mistake. It's a rookie mistake I've made, and even when I wasn't a rookie. But you really need to know your characters. And you need to know your characters for two reasons. One, your readers. Two, yourself. Your readers need good characters. They won't get pulled in if they don't care. And, it can be Mr. Hyde from Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But, you don't like him, but you care about what happens. He intrigues you from the first moment you hear about him. So your reader has to have that to latch onto if they're going to make it to the end of the story. If they don't care about your hero or your antagonist or your protagonist, why should they flip another page? But the other part of that is that you yourself need to know your characters. If you just, it doesn't necessarily have to be the first thing you come up with. You can plot out the whole story of your project. But if you start without knowing your characters, you're going to get into a situation in the story and you're not going to know what's supposed to happen next. But if you know your characters, that part becomes a lot easier. So, and I'll give you an example for me. I wrote this story right here, The Symphony of Rosaline. It's only about a 4-page story. It took me a year to write it because I made that mistake. I didn't know who Rosaline was. And I had to put it aside. And it took me about a year of thinking about it off and on before it finally became clear who she was. And once I had that, I could come back to the story and I could finish it. So if there's anything else, you have to do, the big thing is know your characters. That's today's lesson. Know your characters. So go start off that next great story you've got in your head, but make sure you know who's coming out of the pen. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day.